Hi family, how are you? Boy, let's do a quick video on Chrisean Rock. Lord. So, uh, what are the latest updates? Is it even worth me bothering to pull any cards on?
There's drama, there's chaos, and then there's what just happened with Chrisean Rock and her baby. Yeah. And trust me, it's unlike anything you've seen before, because this isn't just messy. This isn't just reckless. This is potentially criminal. The internet is on fire right now, with fans screaming for justice, influencers making emergency live streams, and even child welfare authorities allegedly stepping in behind the scenes. Why? Because in a video that surfaced barely 24 hours ago, a clip that has already been viewed over 63 million times across social platforms, Junior Chrisean's infant son is seen falling off a bed. Yes, a baby falling off a bed. The sound of his little body hitting the floor is heartbreaking. But what's even worse? Chrisean's reaction, she doesn't scream. She doesn't rush to his side. She doesn't even look scared. She laughs, and then she says something that's left the
Everybody in the live is rinsing out because she not taking care of her child. Apparently, allegedly, the child dropped out. The stories are coming out now. All this stuff I already talked about in my readings. Some of the more graphic stuff I didn't talk about. I just said y'all could use your imaginations, because all of this stuff came up in the readings already.
left the internet absolutely horrified. He's a boy. He gotta toughen up. The room went cold. The internet froze because in that single moment, something shifted. This wasn't just chaotic celebrity behavior anymore. This was a real child in a real moment of danger, being treated like a prop in his mother's latest performance. And it gets worse. Multiple insider sources, some claiming to be former friends of Chrisean, are now coming forward with disturbing allegations. That Chrisean has told people she doesn't want Junior to walk yet. That she allegedly leaves him on the floor for extended periods on purpose. That she wants him to be tough and is intentionally withholding basic milestones. That she sees raising him as a social media experience instead of real parenting. Let that sink in. A child not allowed to walk. A baby treated like a science experiment. And a mother who sees this as just content. The reactions have been swift and absolutely explosive. One Twitter user wrote, "This is not motherhood. This is abuse wrapped in Instagram filters." Another posted, "This baby needs a safe space. Get him out now." TikTok is filled with people analyzing every frame of the now viral clip, pointing out how JR's head bounces after the fall, how no one in the room moves to help him, how Chrisean continues to record, smile, and joke. One viral creator broke it down. You can literally hear the thud. That baby could have brain damage. And the response is a joke. Even Chrisean's most loyal fans are beginning to jump ship. But the most disturbing part, this isn't the first time, because when you dig deeper, when you really look back through her chaotic online presence, you start to see the pattern. And that pattern points to something far more dangerous than a one-time mistake. Because what's been captured on camera, is nothing compared to what's being said off camera. To understand the full picture, we have to go back to where it all started, before the baby, before the fame, before the spotlight became a flashlight exposing every crack in Chrisean Rock's life. Born Chrisean Malone in Baltimore, Maryland, her childhood wasn't just rough, it was traumatizing. She's spoken openly about homelessness, abuse, instability, and the kind of upbringing that leaves deep, deep scars. She was one of 12 siblings. Her father was in prison. Her mother battled addiction. And young Chrisean, she learned how to survive by fighting. Literally, sports saved her. First track, gymnastics. She was fast, fierce, focused. But the anger, it never really went away. Fast forward to 2020. When Chrisean's life changed overnight, she joined Blueface's controversial reality show, Blue Girls Club, and instantly became a breakout star, not because of talent, but because of the chaos she brought with her. fights, screaming brawls. She lost a tooth on camera. And didn't stop filming. She tattooed Blueface's face on her neck. She got arrested multiple times. She went viral over and over. Not for music, not for positivity, but for mayhem. Fans were torn. Some called her a victim, others said she was just unwell. But either way, they couldn't look away. And then she dropped a bombshell. She was pregnant. The internet didn't believe her at first. Then came the ultrasound photos. Then came the belly. Then came the breakdowns. And then finally Junior, born in September. GR instantly became the center of attention, but not the way he should have. Because from the moment he arrived, people began to worry. Videos showed him being passed around like a party favor. Photos showed him in chaotic environments. Lives caught him in the background crying, unsupervised, in loud, unstable rooms filled with shouting and Chrisean. She didn't stop streaming. She'd go live while feeding him, dressing him. Even while he cried, and instead of soothing him, she'd talk to fans, argue with trolls, show off her outfit. People began asking, where's the line between being a public figure and being a negligent mother? It wasn't just strangers either. Even Blueface, as problematic as he is, began raising eyebrows. He tweeted cryptically, "Some people use babies for clout. Some people use them as pawns. I never thought it happened to mine." The tension between the two spiraled. Online arguments, custody threats, back and forth accusations, but still JR remained in the middle. Still being posted, still being watched, still being content, and every time someone raised concern, Chrisean would respond with, "He's fine. I got this. I'm a good mom." But now, after this fall, after these new allegations, after the phrase "she doesn't want him to walk yet" began trending, the world is asking, is he really fine? Or is this a tragedy waiting to explode? Because what we've seen might only be the beginning. The video was only 13 seconds long, but it changed everything. A toddler, a tall bed, a sudden drop, and a mother's cold, unbothered laugh. It should have been the start of a wellness check. Instead, it was posted for content. That's the video that sparked the outrage. Junior falling from a bed. Chrisean filming and doing nothing. But it's what came after the video dropped that turned a disturbing moment into a full-blown crisis. Because hours later, an anonymous Instagram account named @OUTRAGED leaked a series of private DMs, messages between a woman claiming to be a former assistant of Chrisean and a verified but unnamed industry insider. And those messages, they painted a picture of deliberate neglect, all in the name of tough love. One message reads, "She doesn't let him use the walker. Says she doesn't want him walking yet. Says boys need to crawl longer so they don't get soft. Another, he's cried for hours. She leaves him in the middle of the floor and says it builds character. I had to step in so many times." And the most haunting of all, he fell once before. Not the first time. This was the first time she got views from it, though. So she posted it, the reaction online. Immediate hysteria. TikTok moms were in tears, uploading reactions stitched to the leaked footage. Parenting experts went on live streams warning about brain trauma in infants. Even celebrities began to quietly unfollow Chrisean's account, silently signaling that this crossed a line even they couldn't ignore. But then, something happened that no one saw coming. Blueface. Currently in jail, but still active on social media through a handler, posted a scathing tweet. "I told y'all, she not fit. Y'all laughed when I said it." Now look, that post lit a match, because immediately after, another clip surfaced. And this one was even worse. In the newly leaked video, JR is seen struggling to sit up on a hardwood floor while Chrisean, surrounded by friends, is laughing and vaping. She looks down at him and says, "He'll learn." That's how. And then the first on-camera confrontation occurred. While walking into a recording studio in LA, Chrisean was stopped by paparazzi. One shouted, "Chrisean, do you have anything to say about the baby falling?" She smiled, paused, and then said, "Babies fall. They get back up. Y'all just mad because I don't cry every time he bumps his head? The backlash was instant. One fan reposted the video with the caption, "You're treating trauma like it's teething." But the biggest shock came not from fans, not from haters, but from someone inside her own circle. A family member broke their silence. Chrisean's older cousin, Lisa, who had previously appeared in background clips from her reality show, went live and broke down sobbing. "Y'all don't know the half of it. I tried to get her help. I tried to help with Junior. She said she didn't want him to grow up soft like his daddy. She said she'd rather he learn pain early than be weak later," Lisa continued, her hands trembling. "That boy, he's so sweet. He reaches up for her and she just laughs. He fell before. He's had bruises. You think it's all for show, but it's not. It's real. And he's in danger." Her stream was taken down 30 minutes later. But the damage? Done. And then came the twist, just as the internet was rallying around Lisa, calling her brave, courageous, the only one who cares. Something unthinkable happened. A new account appeared. No profile picture. No bio handle. At InsideTheRoom.it posted one clip, a video recorded secretly, showing Lisa, the same cousin, talking to a man behind a ring light. She's laughing, casually drinking wine, saying, "They gonna eat this up. I'll cry a little. Say she's unstable. I'll go viral. Then I'll get my own deal." Gasps. The betrayal. The performance. The exploitation. The comment section was a battlefield. So everyone's using this baby for fame now. You had us crying for nothing. Oh, I don't know who to trust. Trust collapsed. Was Lisa lying? Was Chrisean worse than we thought? Or was this all one massive media war where Junior was the casualty? But while everyone was trying to figure out who betrayed whom, they missed the most chilling detail of all. In the background of that leaked Lisa video, a baby's cry, long, echoing. Alone by the time the cousin clip drama hit its peak. The internet had completely lost its sense of direction. Every hour, a new piece of evidence appeared. And every hour it felt like the story of JR's life was twisting into something darker, stranger, and much more dangerous than anyone had imagined. The Instagram live that broke the internet, 9:02 p.m. A verified Instagram account called @RealJRTruth went live. It wasn't Chrisean. It wasn't Blueface. It wasn't the cousin. It was a woman in shadow, voice disguised, holding up what looked like screenshots of text messages on a second phone. "This is not a game. That baby's not safe. They're all lying to you." The live chat exploded. Over 380,000 people joined within the first 3 minutes. Emojis flooded the screen. Commenters were begging for proof. The woman scrolled through a text conversation. The username on the other side was blurred, but the messages were clear. "Leave him on the floor. He's fine. He needs to learn toughness. Stop picking him up when he cries. Boys who get coddled never become men." She then showed a voice note. A man's voice saying, "If CPS comes, we'll say it was a skit." They can't prove nothing. The chat went insane. People typed, "That's Blueface's voice." Others, "That's Chrisean's manager." Some, "It's edited. It's a I." Then she dropped a final bomb. "You think that's the first time he fell? Watch this." She played a grainy video, never before seen online, of Junior sitting on a bare floor, reaching up towards someone off camera, and a female voice saying, "Stay down. Mama's busy." The live cut off abruptly after 7 minutes. The account was deleted before it could be traced. Twitter, meltdown Twitter X, went into full crisis mode. Journalists were trying to screen record the live before it vanished. Hashtags #ProtectJR. Hashtag ChrisEan exposed. And hashtag FloorBaby hit the top 3 trending spots globally. People started tagging CPS, the Baltimore PD, even the White House. One viral tweet read, "We're watching child neglect on TikTok like it's reality TV. This is sick." Another, "If this is all fake, then someone needs to be in jail for psychological abuse of the public." Screenshots of the voice notes were dissected like crime scene photos. Audio engineers on TikTok claimed they'd isolated background noise matching Chrisean's kitchen. Other creators tried to match the man's voice to blueface interviews. Everyone wanted a villain. Everyone wanted a savior. And everyone forgot there was a real baby at the center of it all. The missing photo at 11:14 p.m. At the Real Vault, the same mysterious account that had leaked Kendrick's SZA info in our last story, dropped a single photo. A crib, empty. A bottle on its side. A timestamp from 2 nights earlier. Caption, "Where is he now?" It wasn't clear if the photo was real. It looked like Chrisean's old apartment, but with the furniture rearranged. Fans pounced on every pixel, from the style of the curtains to the brand of formula on the nightstand. Within an hour, a Reddit user matched the rug in the photo to a rug seen in one of Chrisean's earlier lives. Another user pointed out a small shadow in the corner that looked like a child's foot. Speculation went nuclear. Was Junior missing? Was he with family? Was he taken by authorities? Or was this just another round of social media warfare? Celebrity response of celebrities began breaking their silence, and the statements were just as dramatic as the leaks. Summer Walker tweeted, "If that baby need a safe house. We got room." Cardi B went live on Instagram. "I don't care about the mess, I care about the baby." Somebody needs to step in before it's too late. Meek Mill tweeted cryptically, "Be careful who you have kids with. It's not just drama, it's trauma." Then a now-deleted IG story from Blueface's mother appeared. "We tried. They wouldn't listen. Don't blame us when it's too late." The comment section under that story was a digital riot. People accused her of knowing and doing nothing. Others said she was hinting at something even worse, that maybe JR wasn't even in Chrisean's custody anymore. The DM that changed everything at 2:07 a.m. A verified gossip page posted a screenshot of a DM allegedly from someone inside the queue. Department of Social Services. "We cannot confirm or deny, but a child matching the description of Junior is currently under emergency evaluation at a medical facility." No names, no details, no proof. But it was enough to tip the internet into full-blown hysteria. Some began celebrating, thinking Junior was safe. Others were horrified, thinking he'd been removed after something terrible happened. Conspiracy channels claimed Chrisean staged the whole thing to generate attention for a new reality show. Chrisean's response finally. At 3:36 a.m., Chrisean herself posted a cryptic tweet. "Y'all weird? My baby's fine. Y'all want me to cry for content? Not gonna happen." She then posted a short video of herself smiling, holding Junior out of frame so only his arm was visible, saying, "Look, he's good. We good." But the video only made things worse. Fans slowed it down, claiming JR's arm looked bruised. Others swore they heard him whimper off screen. Some insisted it was an old clip recycled to calm the public. The replies were savage. "Prove it. Show him smiling, walking, playing. Don't hide him behind captions. He's fine. Why post old footage?" And then she went silent, deleted the tweet, went private. No more lives, no more posts, the cliffhanger by sunrise. The situation had turned from a scandal into a genuine mystery. Where is Junior? Was the missing photo real? Was the live stream faked? Are insiders manipulating the public to destroy Chrisean? Or is she really everything people fear she is? The last public message came from at the Real Vault at 6:15 a.m. Tonight, 10 p.m. EST, the truth will finally be shown. Screenshots, audio, video, everything. And then nothing, silence. Everyone, fans, haters, news outlets, even authorities, is now waiting for the next move. Because whatever happens at 10 p.m. could either clear Chrisean's name forever, or end her career and maybe even her freedom by mid-morning. What began as a parenting controversy had turned into a full-blown national conversation. This wasn't just celebrity drama anymore. This was the internet's most watched crisis, involving one of the most volatile figures in reality television, a possibly endangered infant, and a fan base that had finally turned on their queen. And now, Everyone was taking sides. Social media turned savage. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, no platform was spared. The hashtag where is JR? Celebrities finally speak up. Didn't take long for major names to weigh in. Summer Walker, a mother herself and often vocal on child welfare, posted a series of IG stories. I don't care how many fans she got. That baby needs help. Some of y'all defend mess because it's entertaining. This ain't that. This is real life. Kehlani joined in with a fiery tweet. It's not cute. It's not funny. And it's not art. Stop letting people use their trauma as an excuse to traumatize others. Even Megan Good, known for her philanthropic work with young girls, wrote, "We speak on protection after the harm. Let's try something different this time. Let's protect before it's too late." On the flip side, Blueface's mom, who had previously hinted at trouble, began taunting Chrisean on live. I told her, but nobody wanted to listen. Now she gonna cry in court. Durowski, known for his comedy, sparked backlash after joking in a skit about training babies like fighters. He quickly deleted the video and issued a public apology after intense blowback. Fans turn activists sit. Wasn't just tweets and comments anymore. It was petitions, fundraisers, and organized campaigns. A change.org petition titled "Demand a Wellness Check for Junior Malone" hit over 650,000 signatures in 24 hours. Multiple high-profile creators on TikTok donated their revenue from Junior-related videos to child welfare nonprofits. Even Reddit got involved. A thread in Our Protect a Kids titled "If No One Acts, We Will" exploded with user-generated plans to mobilize online pressure campaigns. Aimed at authorities, people began calling local offices, sending emails to Child Protective Services, even tagging sponsors and platforms. At Meta, "Why are you allowing Chrisean to profit from child neglect?" At Zeus Network, "If you don't cut ties, we cut your viewership." And that's when the industry began pulling strings. The industry backs away fast. The Zeus Network, which helped skyrocket Chrisean's fame through her appearances on Blueface and Chrisean, Crazy in Love, went into silent panic mode. A leaked email chain supposedly between Zeus execs revealed urgent legal meetings to determine if her contract could be restructured or terminated without breach. A clause titled "Moral Standards" clause was allegedly being reviewed. At the same time, BET canceled a planned feature segment on Chrisean's rise, citing viewer sensitivity. Spotify removed her most recent podcast episode without explanation. YouTube demonetized several controversial clips of her lives. One major PR rep told Variety off record she went from being messy entertainment to an active liability. No one wants that smoke. An anonymous brand manager admitted they had been considering a Chrisean maternity partnership. "We were going to pitch her for a diaper campaign, but obviously, that's off the table now. This isn't branding. This is a PR wildfire." Division among supporters still. Not everyone turned on Chrisean. A small but vocal group of fans defended her, calling out the hypocrisy of the internet. Where was this energy when white celebs were being toxic? She's a black single mother and you're trying to destroy her with zero compassion. Blamed Blueface. He ruined her. He manipulated her. Now y'all want to pretend like she did all this alone? Others said Junior was being used by everyone, not just Chrisean. Y'all don't actually care about this baby. You care about the drama. You care about the views. But the majority, they weren't buying it anymore. As one user posted, "We gave her grace. We gave her understanding. But now it's time to give that baby a chance." Final response before the silenced Tristan's last known interaction online was a short, cryptic video posted at 3:58 a.m. just before going dark. It showed her in a mirror. Full face of glam, lashes done, lips glossed. She says, "Y'all act like you care about him, but you only care about me failing. Watch this." And then the screen goes black. Commenters were left confused, some thinking she was about to go on a live, others waiting for a dramatic confession. But instead, She went completely offline. Instagram, deactivated. Twitter, wiped. YouTube, silent. No lives, no comments. No appearances, just silence. And in that silence, the speculation only grew louder. For a brief moment, everything stopped. No tweets. No lives, no posts. Just silence. ChriseanRock had vanished, digitally erased, and Junior, still nowhere to be seen. The internet was holding its breath, waiting for something to break. And at 10 p.m. sharp, it did not, because the anonymous source known only as @TheRealVault, who had previously rocked multiple celebrity scandals, returned with a post titled simply, "The video Chrisean never wanted you to see." Within seconds, it had 10 million views. The video that changed everything. The clip was 47 seconds long. It was shot from a hallway, clearly by someone hiding just out of view. In the room, Chrisean pacing, agitated, makeup smeared, phone in hand. Jay are sitting alone in the middle of the bed. She yells into the phone, "I don't care what the doctor said. He gone walk when I say he ready." She turns, spots Junior crawling toward the edge of the bed. Stay there. You ain't gonna be soft like your daddy." The camera pans slightly. We see Junior get close to the edge. Chrisean looks at him, stares, and doesn't move. Then the fall, you can hear the thump, the tiny gasp, and her voice. "See? Now you know better." The video cuts out. Global outrage. This wasn't a joke anymore. This wasn't messy parenting. This wasn't a clout-chasing cousin or a blurry live. This was deliberate, cold, on tape. And suddenly, everything made sense. The old bruises, the strange comments, the hesitation from friends to speak up. This wasn't just about Chrisean being unready. This was about control, about raising her child like a soldier in a war no one else could see. CPS confirms a CT Owen within an hour of the video going viral. A representative from Child Protective Services released a statement. "We are aware of the recent footage involving Ms. Malone and her minor child. A full investigation is underway." And just like that, the speculation was over. It was no longer if they were involved. It was official. But it was the final line of the statement that sent chills across the internet at this time. The child is no longer in the custody of Ms. Malone. Boom. The internet imploded. TikTokers fell to the floor live on camera. Reaction videos were uploaded by the second. Reddit threads reached max comment limits. Where was Junior? Who had him? Was he safe? The final twist. And then, when people thought they'd finally reached the bottom of this twisted well, one last curveball dropped. A different leak. From a burner account? Just 2 photos. One, a confidential intake form from a private medical facility. The name on the file, Baby J. Malone. Under guardianship transfer to, a name blacked out. Except for the last name, Thomas. The second image, a blurry but very real photo. Blueface's mother, holding Junior. Captioned, "He's safe." With blood. Wait, what? Blueface's mother, who had publicly dragged Chrisean for months, now had custody of her grandson. People were stunned. Some angry, some relieved, but the twist raised an even bigger question. Was this the plan all along? Was it all a setup? Now the internet is buzzing with new theories. Did Blueface's family orchestrate this entire thing to get custody? Was the footage leaked by someone inside the home? On purpose? Did Chrisean know she was being watched and act out anyway? Some claim the setup was years in the making. Blueface manipulating public perception to paint Chrisean as unfit. Others argue, even if it was a setup, the footage speaks for itself. She proved them right. One Reddit comment summed it up. There are no winners here. Just one little boy. And the entire internet watching him grow up like it's a show. And then, silence. As of now, Chrisean is MIA. JR is in protective custody. With a family member, Blueface's legal team is reportedly preparing to request full permanent custody. And the internet. Still watching, waiting, because one thing is certain. This isn't over. And there you have it. What started as whispers, rumors, and blurry lives has now detonated into one of the most shocking celebrity scandals of the decade. A story of a baby, a mother, a family at war, and a public that's been watching it unfold like a reality show from hell. We've seen the videos, the DMs, the voice notes, the falls, the laughs, and the leaks. We've watched Chrisean's digital empire crumble overnight. We've watched Junior become the centerpiece of a storm no child should ever be part of. And we've seen the internet's power to expose, to pressure, to act. But the truth? We still don't know everything. Was this all a trap by Blueface's family to get custody? Was Chrisean truly unfit or the victim of a long-running smear campaign? Who leaked the footage, the screenshots, the audio? And most importantly, is Junior actually safe right now? That's where you come in. What do you believe? Was Chrisean really trying to toughen up her son? Or is she being set up by those around her? Do you think Blueface's family should have custody? Or is there more to this story? And who do you think leaked that final video? A friend, a family member, or Chrisean herself? Tell us in the comments right now. We read every single one. Hit that if you were shocked even once. Hit. Because we're not done, not by a long shot. We've got insider tips, exclusive footage, and court filings that haven't been made public yet. We're already digging for the next episode in this saga because if you thought this was wild, if you thought the fall from the bed was the end, just wait. The next twist is going to make everything you just heard look like a trailer. Stay tuned. Stay skeptical. And above all, stay watching. Stay skeptical. And above all, stay watching.